Time I went away from it. When I got into real estate, for years I went away from it.
My Air Forces?
Huh?
From Air
I don't know
Forces?
why. I just didn't want to get back to like. And then they like noticed I was back in town. Like, that stigma came back from growing up.
This is a clean shoe. It's timeless, bro.
Yeah.
This is a
But now
timeless
they're like,
shoe.
all right. I went crazy once and I just bought 10 pairs. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always have to have one. I don't have one yet, but I buy one like every 3 months, bro.
Yeah, it's like a clean
You
shoe.
need them.
All whites?
All whites, bro. It's just like whenever you want to do something. You know, around summer I always buy one.
Yeah.
Cause I would just wear like sweats.
Yeah, can't go wrong.
I just wear I always cashmere sweats, bro. Never wear nothing else. Every time I go get
the care package from Welcome Pink. Right?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna wear that shit.
Damn, we could go on with that conversation too, but we left off on your grandpa.
Grandpa from Jalisco.
So where should, because I want to make sure we come back to the white. That was a good conversation. Where's your grandpa from?
Jalisco. But he was his family. So his parents are from Spain, and then he was first gen Mexican, and then came my mom and my dad. My dad is first gen Mexican, because his parents they're from Netherlands.
Netherlands?
Yeah, his dad is.
I know my mom told me her great grandma was from Spain.
A lot of us come from there.
Oh yeah, I know that. So.
But like not all of us are like first or second gens. It's crazy. My mom is like
I don't know what the fuck
second
happened
gen.
to me, dude. I just say I'm Spanish.
Spanish. No, my brother's like 6'7".
Oh,
He looks nothing like. He looks white. Like my brother looks white. They won't even know. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, you guys are opposite.
We are. Yeah.
So
He was 6 foot.
Yeah, but I got like the thing is he got things, and then I got certain things. Like I got all that like athletic ability, so I'm really athletic, bro. That I've always had. Like I've always played sports. Like I had D1 offers for volleyball and for soccer at the same time. Yeah. So,
oh shit.
yeah.
So you were talking about your
I gotta go back to athletics.
Nah.
yeah, but we talked about his grandpa because of
How generous he was.
you're generous. Because we're talking about
the giving back to school.
yeah. So I do want to do that. I know we want to do that, and I know you said that, so I'll probably be in the lookout for that.
We should do it. I'm down. I have to give. I like giving back. That's probably my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Every week, it's a habit that I made. Ever since I opened up the shop, it's like you get like superstitions, or you get like this like.
Are you?
Sometimes yes, but I'm very big on faith. I'm huge on it. I'm pretty sure you guys will understand me on this. When you're doing a lot, when you're doing so good in something, and it builds up a lot, and you're like shit, like I need to bring myself back to earth. Because I'm just like everybody else, she can get taken away from me. I have this habit of I always had to give away like between $100 to like $150 out to street vendors or like people in the flowers. I just give them money, and I don't take the flowers. I just tell them, hey, sell it so you can make more money. Yeah. Or like the other day, they were like set up right here on the street, like they set up like hot dogs and stuff like that, and I just got out the car and I just handed each one the 20, and they're like, oh and I was like, nah, I don't want it. Like you guys just keep it. But I always have to, because it hits me. Cause I'm like, man, you're like they're just business owners like me, It's just like people like me, like we're all just people.
Yeah, we gotta respect that.
We
We
so
need
like,
more of that.
That's
Generosity, being able to pass it forward. Something that Jesus has taught me since the day we met, and it goes a long way. Mm-hmm. But I'm curious. You said you're doing so well. Things are going your way, and you have to bring yourself back.
Yeah.
To earth, basically, right?
Yeah.
I mean, stoicism that ties into being stoic, to say, hey, like you gotta be even keeled. Don't allow yourself to go too high or too low. Just stay yourself.
Yeah.
At an even keel. Do you recommend that when you talk to people?
Always. That's why I tell people like, like we all live life our own way. Yeah. Like I'm not one to influence you, but if you ask me questions, I'll respond them like to how I view life, But that's one thing I do. Like I always tell people, hey, like it always feels good to give back more than it is to give to yourself. Like for example, like being here. Like as soon as I got this place, I invited my friends. I said, you guys come play music, do what you guys do. I love sharing stuff with people. Like always, like like when I got a brand new car, first thing I was like, when my friends came, I said, where do you guys want to go? We'll go anywhere. We'll look cool, It's a car, but it's like you want to experience it with people. Everything I always get, like I love to experience with people. The same thing, like I had just got the new car, and I was at the shop, and I took it, and this little kid kept looking at it, and I just tossed him the key, and I was like, hey, go inside, go sit down, go do what you got to do. And same thing when I went back to my parents' house. My neighbor was looking at it. Same thing. Like, you want to go on a drive? Let's go. But it's like little things like that, like sharing moments with people. Like these people aren't like, they don't have my number. I don't even pull up on conversation. I don't really know them like that. But it's like, it doesn't matter. To me, it's
really
always
powerful
like,
because imagine the impact that he has by simply doing that. That person, that kid, is going to remember that, the feeling of being in the car, having something so nice, and then they're gonna aspire to one day have it for themselves because you made it real for them.
And then they'll do it.
Yeah. One thing I always tell people is like, oh, like I've had like friends or like I've had like people I've met, like, oh, like they've said things that are nice. We've all experienced like a nice comments, like one thing I've always said, oh, like I would like to be like you. And I always tell people, no, be better. You always got to be better than whatever you, because like don't see me as a step. No, be better. Like you can always do things better than me. You're your own person. You know things more well than me. You could be better than me. Who knows? Like don't view me as like that's where it ends. Like no, do way better than me.
As a top. As a new stepping stone.
Yeah.
The first time I heard that, I took it the wrong way. I think the surgeon knows what I'm talking about. I'm like, man, I want to be just like you. He said, no, you're not. You're you. And I took offense to that.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't understand what he meant by it. Because maybe I was just immature to understand the lecture he was giving behind that.
Yeah.
So I asked him once, I'm like, what did you mean by that? He said, you're not me. And I'll never be you. But you could be better.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, that's so powerful because how long ago was that?
Oh, this was 20 years ago.
20 years, imagine. And now we live in a world with social media being so popular and it's so just prevalent. It's just so big everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes we see what's going viral and we want to copy it. We want to be like other people. And I tell my staff, I tell my trainers, my clients, your superpower is your story. Your superpower is you.
Yeah.
No one's gonna replicate you. You are one, and that's what makes you special. By you sharing your story, you talking about it, that's really what's gonna differentiate you yourself from this noise.
Exactly.
That's very true. All the noise that's going on.
Yeah, it's easy to get lost in it.
Oh, yeah,
I've learned that a lot about like opening this business. Like you hear, like, yes, there's gonna be people that love it, there's people that don't. And like, you just learn, like the people that love it, if you do it the right way, like if you are who you are, people always like back you up on their own.
There's that one thing that's so important, right? Learning how to block it out.
Oh yeah, that's what I've been learning. Yeah, I've been
dealing with that right now?
Yeah, I've been learning to like, because everyone's always gonna have their comments,
Their opinions?
Their opinions, yes, opinions. And like I never got to finish school for psychology. I want to. That's literally a dream. Like shopping stuff is cool, but I want to get my PhD because it changed my life for sure. So in that you learn about perspectives, right? You learn about how to be in certain situations, but you understand that your perspective is just a piece of the pie. There's a lot of different perspectives, right?
His, mine, and reality.
So people always gonna leave their comments. I remember one of the workers there asked me, "Hey, like this doesn't bother you?" And I was like, "Look, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, like obviously no one wants to hear that stuff, but I tell them like, look, if I explain what I'm feeling to someone who owns a business, they'll be like, look, I get you. But if I explain this to someone that doesn't have one, they'll be like, no, you need a certain. But it's just like now different perspectives. Like as a business owner, you'd be like, no, like don't worry. We have a business. We know what it feels like to be on the back end of certain things. You can't say anything either. Like if someone came to the madhouse and said, I didn't like it, it's not like you can stay there and bash the comment. No, you just have to take it. You have to be like, all right, cool. I can only do better with what I received and try. And someone that doesn't own a business, doesn't carelessly says things and will say things and doesn't amount that the words have power, but it's how you deliver the message. Some people aren't really good at delivering messages sometimes. But you have to understand that, hey, I gotta do my best self to be me. I gotta control that, and so that's what I'm learning. Because you learn a lot through that.
What has been the most challenging lesson so far being in business with your first brick and mortar location in the past 3 months?
The shop or the website one? The shop. And it's still learning. It's like consistency. So you're not gonna get every drink perfect. Nobody does. It's impossible. But trying to get everything to be consistent, like you can't always aim for a 10 and end up with 6s, and you got to just try to be at a 7 and 8 all the time, and then go up from there, right? At least. So just making drinks consistent and like tracking inventory, and then growing it. There's only one guy operating most of it. Yes, I have like my dad that helps me out with inventory now, my mom that helps me out on the back end, you know, because I can't be cooking and I can't be making drinks at the same time. But just consistency, like making sure every week is the same, delivering every time, like experience. When you walk into my store, maybe you don't have a conversation with me that day or one of the workers, but you will have one. We will sit there and talk to you. Like you will come in and we will try to crack a joke. We will talk to you. Like we will make sure when you get our drink, you're like, hey, you know what? Like they're cool, you know, like there's purpose behind the cup. That's what we want. So that's the challenging parts, like continuously to have purpose behind the cup with consistency, with everything is organized back end, everything just flows to the front end, you know? So it's making sure that's consistent as well.
Was there a specific company, coffee shop that really inspired you?
No, I don't. Not to my knowledge. What I like to see, like that's the thing though, like I wasn't like I'm not the type of person that saves coffee shops on their phone. I'm not that kind of person, but I am the kind of person who takes mental notes. Okay. So when I go to shops, like I see stuff that I like, something that I would indifferent. But same thing, like I said, like I'm not gonna deliver comments. I'm not gonna voice anything, but I like to keep like, hey, I would do this different. But I'm like, you know what? That's something for me to do when I have my store. And my dad always told me, if you want to do it, do it on your own. Don't be putting your noses into people. Like everyone's gonna have their opinions, everyone's gonna have their comments, but it's like, do it first and then see what they're dealing with, right? Understand that. My dad's always been like, you gotta do it yourself and then you understand. So I just took a lot of little of everything.
That's so interesting because we live in a time where Yelp and Google reviews.
Oh yeah.
So it's interesting because we just had a comment this past week in regards to my house. And,
oh yeah.
It's just how people, the psychology, right, of people.
Yeah.
Then you put yourself in their shoes, like, I wonder what made them think that was the best course of action. So as a business owner, right, when there's this, like you said, the consistency and the quality, it's not going to be always a 10.
It's not.
And there's things that sometimes happen when it comes to the inventory, whether just the final product.
Yeah.
And when we live in a world where someone can easily just do a bad review, right? How does that affect your business?
It sucks. It hits because you put your heart into this stuff, you know? It hits. I'm pretty sure you more than me because it's 6 years. And it's different for him because his efforts, I take that as motivating. Your efforts, right? And his brother's efforts and everyone involved. Bro, every time I pull a door handle, every time I talk to Memo, every time you pull a door handle, Memo probably made it himself. Yeah. And he had to push that door. He had to tell people, look at our door. Yeah. And everybody had to make sure they clean that freaking door. Yeah. So you see the heart that goes in. So yes, bro, I feel you.
And so not everything goes, as a business owner, there's always issues, there's mistakes, right? We're not perfect. Mm-hmm. And so when there are issues, to have the empathy, the understanding that, hey, you know what? Yes, it's a transaction, and I do want my service to be top notch, and I want my product, right?
Yeah.
But it's not always perfect. Mm-hmm. And when there are mess ups, to have a little bit of empathy and understanding, and typically most people do.
Yeah, some people do, yeah.
To give us the opportunity to correct it.
Yes.
Before they go to the public and leave a bad review.
Yeah.
Right? Now, what happens when they don't give you the opportunity to correct it and they just go straight to the public? And that our best effort is to then address it then. It's unfortunate you had this bad experience with us. We'll be addressing it shortly. Hopefully we didn't lose your business.
Yeah.
Allow us the opportunity to do better.
Yeah.
Right? And you have so much good that one or two is not going to really affect it.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate goal. You do so much good that one or two bad reviews is not going to affect your standing, or people aren't going to really want to not go to you because of that one or two reviews.
Yeah.
But a situation happened where someone said, I've been a member since, I think it was like 6 months ago. And they started listing off all these complaints, right? And I'm like,
damn.
Why didn't you come talk to us first?
Yeah.
We could allow us to fix it.
Yeah, give me the opportunity to fix it before then going on to these public reviews. But then in my mind, I'm like, well, I'm just always like to be putting myself in other people's shoes, just where they're coming from. I'm like, well, what could have possibly not given that person the thought, like, hey, I should talk to the owners, because he said the owners are always there.
Yeah,
If I'm always there, then please
yeah.
talk to me.
Yeah, you know, it's great. We're not a corporation. Like, I'm always at my shop. You know, I might not be there one day or two, but guess what? Like, somebody's got to create these damn drinks. Somebody's got to. You see the Breville right there. I get to cooking in here. The whole table be dirty as hell. Someone's got to do it. You know, but I feel you. Yes.
But it's interesting. Like, one thing is like maybe he thought that if I would have seen it on the reviews on Yelp and Google, then I'm gonna take it more serious. I'm like, well, I take everyone's opinion. All of my members are valued members.
Yeah.
And you pull me aside, hey, these events are getting out of control, or hey, there's only one restroom, or hey, people aren't racking, or stuff like that. I'm like, you know what?
Straight to it.
I appreciate the feedback. I'll address it to my team, and we're gonna do that.
I like that you said that. Recently, I've been getting not getting a lot, but I just got one comment this past week. Like I said, it's hard to have, like you said, every experience is hard. How many people walk into that gym? It's not all gonna be perfect. Some dude's gonna have or some girl's gonna have a bad experience. For me, I had one this past week. This lady got her matcha, right? And in the sense, like if you go on a Saturday, there's a list of sticky notes full, right? So yeah, there's a lot of stuff being made, and we're trying our best to make sure you get in and out quick with good quality. Make sure that the drink feels like, hey, this isn't rushed, but it feels good, and you can get a lot from a cup. You get me? Like, so she just DM'd me, she's like, hey, I go all the time, and my matcha just came a little bit, clumpy. Is it okay? I don't think if you guys stirred it right. And I was like, you know what? Come later. I leave at 5, or you can come tomorrow. She came the next day. We gave it to her for free. She said, no, I'll pay. I said, no, like, thank you for letting us know. Because it happens, like, we're going to make mistakes, like, it's not going to be perfect, but I appreciate the communication. Because at the end of the day, like, whatever I'm trying to put, like, when my shop opens that door, and whenever his gym opens that door, we're not putting negativity out into the world. No. So give us some grace. We're trying to do good, let alone how many Latinos are out there that do a business? Not many. So we're just trying. And then at the end of the day, you talk to him, like when I first met him, like I said, he says hi to everybody. Already letting you know this guy is at his business, he cares, he's there. Same thing with me. You come in, I say good morning, or I said hi, or I crack a joke, or I try to talk to everybody. This is giving you initiation. We're like, hey, this is someone who cares, right? So I can see he's not trying to mess up and shit happens, but some people don't let you slide. No. And that's the tough part. And I've always say like, hey, it's cool. You're going to be yourself. You can make your comments. You can do what it is you want to do. I respect that. But I would love for you to just try to see what I do. And let's just see how you handle it.
At the same time,
it's not going to be easy.
We do, as the owners, and I always, again, you have to have a different perspective.
Yeah.
We do need to have a space where we do get feedback.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know where you're messing up, then you're going to keep making those mistakes.
Yeah.
But feedback is great, right? So I always do appreciate, any feedback on how we can improve.
Yeah.
Going back to what you said earlier, that people are going to have a comment or their opinions, right? What's one that really kind of just rubbed you the wrong way, and you're like, that wasn't constructive? Because you can tell when it's constructive.
Yeah.
Somebody's just trying to shit on you.
Yeah. No. Yeah. This is easily nail it down. I know exactly which one. This. I don't know who it was. I wasn't there that day, but it was for sure busy. Because when it's busy, yeah, it gets chaotic. Yeah. And they posted a video like on TikTok or something. They got like it had like 5,000 likes. Like, dude, it has clout on that thing. Shout out. I mean, damn, that's the
any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I can't worry about that. But they reviewed our vanilla latte.
Look for the video, guys.
yeah, they reviewed our vanilla latte and they said that it was very artificial and they were just shitting on it and they were saying, I don't know why I would. They're just in the comments saying they don't look like they take construct. They were just saying a lot of negative stuff, replying to a lot of negative stuff. Basically, like they were saying, like, oh, we don't look like the kind to receive positive feedback. I'm like, what do you mean we don't look? Did you even ask us? Like, keep in mind, like, ever since I opened that door, I was the only one working that first day. I didn't expect it to be an overflow.
I remember you told me about that.
I'm trying to adjust still, But
that's a good thing in regards to, that means who you are as a person, what you've been doing in the community as whether your mom taught you.
Yeah.
When you did in fact open your doors because people knew what you were doing, they just wanted to support you.
Yeah. And I've taken it with like, okay, cool. Like I see everybody trying to support. I got to give back some, like I got to make sure I have baristas on board so they can get their drinks out faster. I understand people are trying to get in and out quick. But yeah, this person made the review and everything. And I was just like, I mean, it sucks, because I'm like, damn, it was blowing up. I'm like, damn, and I had a couple of friends who were like, bro, it's bad. Like, I'm like,
it's bad.
I was thinking, I was like, and then I remember some comments were saying like, oh, like, I try to take everything lightly And I like, as a joke, kind of certain things they were saying, like, oh, like it was like $6 for a vanilla latte. I would just go to McDonald's. I was like, bro, I'd go to McDonald's too. You get $2, gets like this big.
Yeah.
I would do the same for
compete,
$2.
yeah.
And it comes out in a minute. Why the hell would I not do that? You know? So I'm trying to like make light of it. But they did, and you know.
What you should do a series of like day one of redoing the vanilla latte. That way they come back and review me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's the thing that goes back to the same thing we talked earlier, learning how to block out noise.
Yeah, so it's hard because like, when you like, there's certain people there that like, everyone's always gonna say something.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you see people coming grumpy as fuck? They take the sip of coffee and then they have a smile.
Yes.
How often do you get
I
that?
love that's a good point because you know how you said you can take a lot from a cup.
Yes.
You're bringing joy
yeah.
because people. Interesting enough, with the Asaro Reload Protocol, week one, there's always the same question: can I still have my coffee?
Really?
Yeah, that's a huge.
Was that my wife?
Yeah.
Shoot. I'm asking for my wife.
So going back to you,
She's not gonna like if I tell you a story about her, but
so going back to you change people's lives because you're not selling coffee, you're selling happiness, you're selling energy, you're selling.
You'd be
You're selling
surprised.
and you know why I'm asking? Because he went to my office. By the way, both of you guys been to the office.
Yeah.
experience. Yeah.
You guys both been to the office, but both of you, by the way, have had great feedback.
Oh, from the people?
From our
Bro, I
office.
feel like I didn't talk enough. I was
No. Because he
Wait,
thought he
you
was
had him do a highlight.
he went to our, he spoke at our office.
Oh, awesome!
And he gave away coffee.
How was that experience?
Bro, I was looking at the walls. I noticed some people though. That some of the people go to your run club, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed
So-
them. I was like, I kind of know you guys. a
So
little bit.
interesting. But did you tell me that you've never done public speaking?
For something like that,
Yes.
never. That
So
was the
he
first
comes
time.
in,
That's
and he's in the
awesome.
back. He brings his coffee, and I'm really trying to. I'm about giving.
Yeah.
So I'm like, look, he just opened up, right? I think you mentioned that to me. I'm like, bro, come to the office. And he told me like, Montebello. I'm like, bro, believe me, there's a lot of agents that went tonight.
Yeah.
He comes in, he's in the back, and he sees the office meeting going, and then he tells me, hey, bro, what am I doing? I'm like, you're gonna go up and speak. He's like, what am I gonna say? I'm like, your coffee. What do you mean? What? And I just threw him out in the wild, dude. How did you feel that day?
Dude, I was nervous. But then like some sort of like accomplishment once you do it. I honestly like I took it with a grain of salt. I'm like, I thought about it, I was like, my mind's always like, it's not what I did. I went up there, I talked, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't need to hear that. I need to know whatever I need to do now. I'm more about solutions rather than barriers.
He's great at that. As
So-
my mentor, what you're talking about is again the constructive criticism.
Yeah.
To get better and put more repetitions and grow and do better.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Literally. So I was like, you know what? I could have said more. I could have. So I'm like, man,
So I
come
want to
here
bring
one
him
more
to
time.
Norwalk. I'm gonna take him to Norwalk.
Yeah, I'm ready for Norwalk.
So
Let
I
him know I'm
know
coming.
you have to go to Norwalk, and I'm also bringing up Pilates. I think your girlfriend.
Yeah.
I know that she's
does
down
that.
the street, so I'm like, all right, you know, because by the way, there's another plan behind the office and that. But I will say this: people came back and said the coffee was good,
Yeah.
and I'm asking because the agents are like smiling, drinking coffee. I'm like, these.
I see that a lot. You'd be like, sometimes I'm taking orders like, hey, welcome, and like, yeah, I'm like, oh, all right.
You know what they say? Coffee's never closes.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, all right, what can I get you? You know, and I try to like, and then as you pick up tones, like you learn how to talk to people.
Body
So
language,
body
tone,
language,
tonality,
They're like
cadence.
always like, let me get up in the lot today. Let me get it. I'm like, all right, damn. You know, and I get it to them, and they're like, how is it? Oh, man, it's fire. I'm like, all right, say something about his life.
hit.
But every
Give me
time,
that
every time those certain customers, I'm like, just give it a try. Let me see. You know, and like, I'll add something because you can always touch up the drink. You know.
Yeah. I
But-
want to make sure you have some samples there.
Oh, I did. I brought some. I brought some of our.
Are you ready to try some samples?
I need it. Bring
I
it.
want to make sure
some-
people see your coffee.
All right, so I only brought one coffee
We'll share.
Oh.
or Spanish latte, but it's hot. So we've been coming out with new refreshers. So let me get that one. This one
So
is
wait,
my
is this
favorite
coffee?
one. That
Wait, what?
is
Okay, I
our,
want to make sure they see this.
This has to be a lemonade mint.
That's cucumber with lemonade mint with jarritos. Should be.
This is.
That's strawberry
Luz
Jamaica.
y sombra.
I was gonna say Jamaica, but
That one I took to the event. That one was gone much quicker than the Spanish. People like this one
so
more.
what are we doing? Oh, yeah, this is Jamaica with
Try it.
strawberry.
Yeah,
Luz
that's
y
Jamaica
sombra.
with
Where'd you come
strawberry.
up with the name?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Cause my mom is like, my mom's just like, we need to be open 24 hours. I'm like, that's not happening. That's not happening. So then I was like thinking, I was like, look, I want to have something for people in the morning and some people for the afternoon because we love to cook. You know, so we're like, our stuff isn't like, people always say coffee shop, like, I don't think I'm a coffee shop, bro. Like, I'm more of a cafe, more of like a breakfast place. We love to cook. Like, we've been adding more food stuff, right? So I was like, oh, Lucy Sombra, that's perfect night and day.
I don't know, bro. I think your
perfect.
mom's she's onto something.
You know what? I'm gonna leave a bad Yelp review. We should have food on the podcast.
Can I say something?
I'm gonna drop a review.
I'm gonna drop a review right now. We did a podcast.
This is no joke. Somebody made a review on Instagram. They said, first time I came here, I gave it a 1 out of 5. Now they didn't have any food, and then I came back and I was really good. I recommend people to go now. They've changed it up, and I was like,
then why'd you give me 1 out of 5?
I was like, oh, you gave me 1 out of 5 because I didn't have food. I'm like, brother, hold on. I've had food. That was the first thing on the menu. I've always had food. Yeah. It's hard to see the menu sometimes because of this glare when you walk in. So there's a glare, but it's there. Like food's always been there. Food was there before coffee was.
Oh.
When I made the menu, these
What are your top 3 sellers when it comes to food?
Top 3 sellers for like food?
Top seller food.
Chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles have to be the number 1.
Okay.
Green or red. Number 2, conquistador. It's a like chorizo egg burrito with like, it's a breakfast burrito.
Okay.
Number 3, because those are only 3 breakfast items, it's gonna be sol de mañana, which is like a bagel, like a
Sol de
bagel.
mañana?
Yeah.
Oh,
I try to give them all
good.
names.
Yeah,
Cause like,
me hungry.
What I was gonna say that I think she's onto something, because if you had a 24/7 cafe open, I mean, I think that would crush, bro.
It would, but then there's also like a business side of it.
Oh, what?
Like operation, like why don't you leave your gym 24 hours?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Now, when it comes down to the usage, because does it make sense that certain hours are not operational because of payroll?
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. But it's not that it's not possible. I'm pretty sure you will at some point.
Yeah.
Same thing. And at some point, yeah. Well, right now.
Because
This man's working magic right now. He's working magic right now. We're trying to see.
There's something he's working on.
He's working on a project.
you can't talk about it just yet.
I mean,
You can declare it.
I can declare it.
I'm a big believer in declaring. He's something he called in. I know his mindset's in working. I'm a big believer. The way I've said about you.
Jamaica's good because I do Jamaica too. Because horchata is a little bit heavier.
Yes.
So Jamaica's smooth. You know what I do? Tamarindo. So I had a good idea of doing like tamarindo with agave.
Really
No one does that because I've been trying a lot of agave. I've been stuck on agave and coconut.
When the time comes to mass produce these, you'll have to HPP them, high pressure pasteurization them.
Yeah.
You higher shelf life, and you can have these in every store distributor.
I'm thinking about certain things for
The
that.
formula, right? The one that I used to go to, because we used to do our own in-house macro juice as well. So we had a press machine.
Oh, okay.
So we used to mass produce these inside our shop.
Yeah.
And we would send pallets to this high pressure HPP facility in Brea. They showed us they would put in these tubes, hit it with pressure, and it would kill all the bacteria. And you would then extend your shelf life to perhaps up to 60 to 90 days.
Yeah.
And then you can mass send them across the nation.
It's not a bad idea. I've been thinking about it because like I want to do the juices first, like that was especially when they're like super cold, you know. But this was my favorite. I've been hooked on this. I made it when I got because I don't work Monday and Tuesdays usually, but it's changing. So I came on Wednesday. I was like, look, I just bought a ton of fucking agave honey. I want to throw it in something. Mom was like, "Want tamarindo?" And we do some lemon. I said, "Dude, let's crush it." She's like,
Is she the master? The master?
She is the. You always need this, and you have this with your. I literally use you as an example. I use him a lot as an example in my shop, right? Because it's like a perfect, like easy, like I just think because I talk to him a lot, perfect, right? You have someone that has a vision and has like all these ideas, and then you have someone that's an architect that could like, all right, this is how we're gonna get it done, and you kind of just go along with it, right? So my mom's like the architect, right? We're like, I want to add this, and she kind of feels like, because she's been cooking for so long, she kind of feels like we can throw a little bit of this and this and this, and it happens. Same thing, like our most popular matcha is like oro verde, so it's cajeta with banana. But nobody ever thinks like cajeta and banana, and then you try like, damn, cajeta and banana. Hold on, you know. So yeah,
hold on.
It's good. Like it's just the consistency that it builds. Like it's a cheat code. Like you have to know like when you're making creamy stuff, you could use heavy. You can all these, but heavy and everything kind of slowly bites away at the flavor. But there's already stuff that has. You don't need to add like crazy pumps of sugar. You don't need to add if you use natural stuff like cajeta or you use lechera. Why would you need to throw vanilla in there? The cheddar already has vanilla and it has a thickness. It's bound to come out thicker.
Just give me a whole breakdown on food and
Dude,
I did not
honestly,
know any of that.
Science.
you know what's
Yeah.
crazy? I opened up the shop as like a hobby, like just a side hustle. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I love coffee. You know, let me have fun with it. I had a Breville. Okay, those machines make you tops before you have to cleanse it out. Like do a deep cleaning, like 10 cups. Yeah. Bro, I was making like 150 in those. I didn't have a full machine.
Because it takes us back to how we started our own businesses. I got asked recently as far as like, how did you get to open up your big location? I'm like, you bootstrap it. You have to do it from the beginning at home.
Yeah.
You have to do it small, and then you have to get good at doing it small.
Yeah.
To where then you get better, more profitable.
Yeah.
And you slowly
build it.
And so when I saw you, I used to have one of those in my office, my insurance office, and I know exactly what you mean as far as being able to pull 10 shots before you have to actually clean it, and then those you have to refill water manually.
Yeah.
Whereas the one that we have at the shop,
Manual.
everything's already connected with all the water lines and it already has the pre-filtered system, and you're just pulling. It has a broiler already built inside, so it's already constantly hot. Whereas those, it has to heat up.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine you having a full line of people
Dude, I had,
and
like-
you're doing that. Bro.
Dude, I was like, I
But
don't
that's
know
part of
where
the
I
fucking
was.
story
Yeah.
as an entrepreneur. That because financially, like that's what $700, $300.
Yeah,
$400.
$700. Yeah.
Whereas if you have a 2-head, it can run you 8,000.
Yeah.
4-head, it can run you almost 20,000.
Mm-hmm. And then it comes to the brand too. Yeah. You get like those aesthetic. You
I'm like
obviously-
lost in this conversation. I'm
Yeah.
learning it from you guys right
people,
now.
you know, like
That's interesting to know that.
When it comes to the coffee, about the grinds, the sources of it,
Everything matters.
The way you have to measure out how much to pour in each shot.
See, guys,
The liquid,
if
everything.
you guys go to the shop, all the hard work that goes into it to put a smile on your face.
That's the thing that people don't understand, the amount of effort that goes into making a product.
And then even you agree on this too. Like you could buy like, for example, he could have done like dumbbells blacked out, but no, they're chrome. So now he has to pay extra for the details, right? Same thing with the machines. You can buy a badass one. It's a 4-head, 20K. And then there's just one that has like a single head worth like 25K, just very aesthetic. I'm like, what's the difference? Like, bro, you put that in your shop, that's art. People would just go just because you have the machine. Same thing, people go because you just see the silver dumbbells.
Someone that
like,
appreciates
go.
the art of making coffee, you'll see that piece of machinery.
I would say-
It's Italian built, like you'll see it.
I say one thing: the drama is in the
detail.
Detail, yeah, that's true.
And the more detailed you are with something, the more value you bring to that market.
Yeah,
That's it. You're gonna be 24 this year, bro.
I'm like 25.
You're gonna be 25 this year.
Maybe a quarter.
I'm impressed because
Don't tell me.
a young man at your age, you have your service, your online digital service with companies that you help create SEOs to.
Yeah.
You have your brick and mortar. You have your brand. I mean, bro, you're doing it. You're crushing it.
Trying.
What would you tell? I mean, I usually like to ask, like, what would you tell your younger self, right? What advice you would give your younger self? But you're still young, bro.
It's still
What do
a
you
lot,
tell? What do
though.
you tell other 24-year-olds out there that are still maybe not knowing what they're doing, what to get into? What would be some advice that you would give them?
I had a mentor in college. It was a psychology guy, right? And I remember one time I told him, hey, like, I feel like I have midterms coming up, and we have a big game.
Stress of it all.
Stressed, right? Because we were doing playoffs, right? But I was playing D1. I play at CSUN, right? So we had a huge game, and I had just got back from concussion recovery. So I'm like, I don't even know if I'm fucking fit. And he's like, come. And he took me outside, and I sat down with him on the side of the street. And he's like, look around everything. Look at everything, and tell me what you see. And we'd see cars pass by, and then you'd see birds flying, right? Clouds moving, even clouds freaking moving, right? You know, you see it all as like shit that just flies by every day, right?
You're probably not even paying attention.
You
You're
don't
just
even
missing
notice it, you know? But I asked him, I just see stuff moving around. He's like, yeah, what do you think happens if you don't do what you do? He's like, shit still moves around. So what are you worried about? Life's gonna keep going. Take it at your own pace. Like, you're here and nobody told you anything. Which car stopped by and told you you're not where you're supposed to be? Or what bird stood there? Or did the sun stop moving because you stopped moving in life? No, that means take it at your own pace. No one's ever gonna like, you never have to figure it out now as long as you figure it out at some point. Like, I think, you know what's crazy? You ask me like what shop I get. I don't get too much like inspiration from like shops. I get them from like movies.
Okay.
Pixar movies, bro. There's so many hidden memories in that. So, you know, like the Dory one, keep on swimming, right? Same thing. There's other ones like the Ratatouille one, right? I would tell people there's hidden messages in things, and there's also so many little things to look at in life. You have to just take everything at your pace and understand yourself first. You can do anything, like as long as you put your mind to it. Understand, first time you do it, it's not gonna be easy, you know. But you're already going. You gotta look at. For example, it could be it's windy as fuck. I'm cold. Thank God I get to feel wind. Imagine if I couldn't feel that shit. But it's like when you switch your perspective, then everything starts to fall into place. So you could be, oh fuck, I got midterms, I have all this. Bro, you're in school. Not everybody gets accepted to school. Right. You got books, bro. You got shoes. Who the hell gets to have those cool shoes? Who the hell gets to eat the food that you eat? Then you start to wonder, okay, all the positivity just piles up, and you start to go forward. So that's what I would say to my younger self would be. I would stress a lot for sure. You know, like I would stress a lot, but not no more. I'm calm. I get to places late. I sometimes show up late to work. I'm still gonna do it 3 miles. But why am I gonna stress about it? You know, shit happens on his own pace. It's gotta happen.
Next time he gets there late, we're gonna say, no, fuck that. He's gonna
run 6. Hey, run 5 miles.
We're gonna have him do 5 miles or 6. We'll say 4, you run 8.
I love that. I love that.
Just like perspective.
Interesting. The world doesn't stop, and it keeps going. It keeps going. It keeps going.
Yeah. Probably some of the best advice someone could give anyone else, and the fact that you were open to it.
I was gonna touch on that. If you weren't open, if you weren't willing to take that advice and still see that different perspective, who knows where you would have been right now?
To this day, like that thing's incremented in my mind. Like that'll be the first thing that pops up for advice. Always the same thing. I always tell people like, look, no one's gonna stop for you. You shouldn't stop for nobody. You gotta take everything at your own pace. Understand everything the way you do. You gotta move the way you do. Like not every car is going the same way. Everybody goes to their own home. You gotta find your own path. You know, like. But that's one thing I always. Remember you asked me right now? I just remembered. I was gonna tell you this. Remember you told me like, oh, like when you hear stuff about your business, right, and all this stuff. Have you ever heard the guy from Starbucks talk? I think he was getting like he was in court for something, and then they were like they told him about like, oh, you have all these billions, and he was just like, look, I earned it. I did it my way. Imagine if he would have stopped this coffee shop one day. He said, oh, they don't like my stuff in SoCal. I'm not making it no more. How many Starbucks do you look up have a 3.0, 2.5, but the lines are like this? Yeah. These people just ignore that shit and keep going. You gotta just keep going, you know? So that's one thing I was like, look at all these gyms that are bigger brands. Yes, they're not Madhouse, but they don't stop opening locations. How many EOS? Yeah, I don't like EOS, all that shit. But guess what? You still show up. You still go to the gym.
They just acquired Gold's Gym.
The whole, yeah.
$150 million. So.
And people will be like, oh, this is, but it's like, bro, I'll be honest with you. For people that don't have the time of day to really that people that don't have when you go to Madhouse, it's a whole different vibe. You know, you're getting something different. But then there's people that aren't close to Madhouse. You know, there's people that are in Riverside that don't have things, or anywhere else around SoCal, or even people like in other states that don't have a Madhouse. That gym saves a lot of lives for fitness, bro. Like EOS is like pretty big somewhere else, you know, but around here, because we have like gyms like Madhouse, then yeah, it's not as huge here. But I always tell people like, these people don't stop, like they keep going, you know. So they get figured out. They're people just like us, like trying to make a living, you know. Yeah. So I always keep that in mind.
I learned a lot, man.
A lot about coffee, or
a lot about you?
A lot about me?
Yeah, a lot about you, man.
Yeah, no more treadmill talk or 5K. This is serious sit-down talk right here.
I learned a lot, seriously. Big believer that you're going places.
I hope. Yeah.
I told you the other day, you know, just declaring you nothing but blessings going your way. So I've seen your business and your family.
I think the coolest thing I've known, it doesn't really happen all the time, but when you were right there and you threw a prayer, I was telling my family, I was like, look, I met him not that long ago. And everybody does that. So I was like, I can tell he's got a good heart. So that's why when we were talking about opening up their shop, I was like, whatever he says, like we have to listen, because not everybody does that, you know.
We had a very similar moment as when I met Jesus. Same thing. And we met. I don't think since then there's been maybe 1 or 2 days that we haven't talked, but ever since the last year and a half, almost every day, there's just touch points, and there was countless times where I was going to do something personally, and literally in the parking lot at my house, you just say a prayer, and it would just hit, and I wouldn't be where I am today and the trajectory I am today if it hadn't been for Jesus, for sure.
Yeah.
So,
changing lives. No, yeah, it takes some time. It takes some time to hear stuff. You know, like you don't know where it's ever gonna come from. You know, like the psychology, like the mentor from psychology.
Yeah.
He had his own place, like he was his own practice and everything, but he'd come and do like assistant work sometimes at class. He's an older gentleman. He's from like Glendale area, and I remember I talked to him and it changed my life. But I didn't expect that. You don't expect it. You know, just people just popped up out of nowhere.
We have to pass it forward too. We don't know who would be able to impact and empower.
You just gotta be open and sensitive to other people's lives. And I mean, I could just tell you the conversations I've had in the last week, and you'd be like, man, that person's a jerk. But then you sit down and talk to them, like, oh, they're going through it.
Yeah.
And then you have to be sensitive to them, right? And
Yeah.
because they don't know how to react.
They don't.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
And so I'm a big believer, like I told Art, I told you, I'm like, I know if I could just, I've learned that years ago. If I impact someone's life in a good way for the day, then I fulfill my purpose for the day. Like,
Yes.
I fulfill my purpose. I could go to sleep comfortably.
You earn your right to go
I earned the right to go home. I'm a big believer in that. I rarely talk about the things that happen, again, as you guys are mentioning, because I don't like to talk about that. It's just,
Yeah.
someone says it, then okay, but I don't thrive in that. You just thrive to do, and you just do.
Yeah.
Somewhere down the line, someone say it, like, but, you know, my wife always tells me, why do you continue talking to certain people? I learned through life that we're probably the only light they have
Yeah.
in their life.
Probably. You never know.
You never know.
You know, and when I was studying psychology, there's this one study, like this one like chapter that we did, where like it's usually, not every time, but it's usually the people that go through shit and they get out of it, whether they have someone or not, and then they grow, and now they're subject to like this person where like it seems like you're this person where to a lot of people you might have answers to. Those people are usually the ones that try to give back the most. And no one ever notices it. Like, for example, if I could think like that guy Bradley Martin. He's mentioned before, like he's had a tough past, you know, but he's always putting people on. He's always helping people, but it's always be the people that, he uses what he has, you know. I've seen you guys do it. You do it a lot, and that's like inspires me too. Like I've done a little bit, but now like I'm looking at more like how to do it. So.
And it motivates you.
It does. And
I love this because
I
guess
wanna
what?
give it
My
back
first
in.
podcast was with Jesus.
Yeah.
And now we're able to have this moment where now it's your first too. So
Yeah.
again, it's just a domino effect.
His first, your first. It's so many things going on, and for me, when I met him, I'm like, dude, I know maybe didn't get recorded. I'm like, no, bro, go fly, because I'm a big believer on that. So we've been on this for a minute. I know you keep counting us down. I don't know what that meant. Where are we at?
I was just doing this.
Oh,
Okay.
I want to wrap it up. Last question. Leading up to the last question. You're an athlete. College,
Yeah.
D1 offers. Where you are right now, do you think being an athlete had anything to do with your success?
A lot. And I tell this to every kid that goes into my shop in front of their moms, like, or parents, like, go to school, go do something good with your life, because people look at things like sports, or they look at school as like, oh, you just play sports, or it's just school, but they don't understand like the meaning it teaches you. It teaches you how to consistently do something, or how to, for example, it pushes you towards what's coming in life, you know. So sports taught me a lot about like leadership, taught me a lot about how to handle situations, how to react fast, critical thinking, organization, a balance, how important it is for yourself. Your mind can go far, but if your body can't keep up with it, then you're not getting anywhere. So taking care of yourself is really important. You get me? Like there's people that are really, really ambitious, but their body can't carry them. And not just that, but then like doing sports, like keep in mind, like, I would play games and it'd be on ESPN. Right? You see the camera crew, you see them pop up, you see people with cameras. You can't be nervous. You have to, this is my dream. I want to do it. So you have to put yourself out there.
Just perform.
Yeah. So that's taught me a lot, like about like, don't be shy, don't be scared, go and do it. You know, just be you. This is what you wanted. So you have to show up, you know? So that's what it's taught me for sure. That's gotta be the one.
I'm always interested in that because there are studies that show correlation of entrepreneurs, founders, CEOs that do have a background in being athletes. in playing it higher caliber play fields, and it's just everything, the discipline, the identity, the winner mentality.
You can correlate.
Yes.
Correlates a lot of
that the last part you said is I'm pretty sure you guys go through like you have wins, but you just can't process them. You just keep going, right? You guys ever had that? You guys deal with that? Dude, I can't. Like I'm that's okay. You guys ask me like what's one thing you're learning to deal with? That I can't process wins. Like I can't. Like I just gotta keep going. Like shit's not enough sometimes. Yeah. But it's like you do it unintentionally. You look back like yeah, I feel guilty, you know. But it's like it's my mind. It just pushes that. That's one thing that
I connect that to running. You set a time and then you look back, but it's not enough.
Never.
It's a good thing though. It's a good thing. It's a double-edged sword in the sense that you're never complacent. You're always constantly pushing to the next level. And you accomplish something. Okay, what's next, right? What's the next mountain to climb?
What's your next endeavor? Like I already did it. Like
next PR.
And I think we all go through that where
to be successful.
But damn, I think I could have done this better. And then you run it back. Let's do it again. But sometimes you just have to let it. Okay, that was just done. It's this final chapter. It was just done.
Yeah.
Move on to another thing in your life.
Yeah.
When is enough?
Yeah.
Bro, it's never enough.
I've been asked that question. And it's the actual it's the journey.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the fact that I'm still waking up early. It's the fact that I'm still becoming better and wanting more.
And it has to ask this question: who's pushing you to the next level? I just had a conversation with. I finally had a coach in all these years, and it was a full-on hour conversation. It was one question she asked me right at the top.
Yeah.
Like, I need to know your goal in the next 4 months, and I thought we were talking about a year. She said, no, 4 months.
4 months, yeah.
And she just drove me. And she said, if you're gonna go here, then you need to do this, you need to do this. So my whole mind just shifted on the call, where I talk a lot, you guys know that. I'm quiet on that call, and I'm just sat there and I hung up the processing, and I was still processing like, okay, and that would change my life.
Yeah.
If I go this way. And then I think most of us have had that quite like that word fear could come in.
Yeah.
And it's like, but no, I go based on faith. And so I just went through that conversation this week.
You guys ever seen that one thing? I think it was Brad Pitt. Like he won something. I don't know what it was, but he said something that stuck when I heard it. It was like same thing that you were saying about like who's gonna be there for you when you're. So he said that he was like, I forgot how it went. Like don't quote me on exactly how I said it, but I just remember him saying like they asked me what was more important, the destination or the journey, and he said it was the people. And it stuck with me. I'm like, that's true.
Yeah. Wow.
You can do it all alone. That's cool, but we can tell a story too.
The people that you walk the journey with, and the people that you get to the destination with, because, like you said, walking the journey alone must suck. Getting to the destination, the top of the mountain alone
sucks. Yeah.
So being able to enjoy the people that you're with in the journey, and then when you get to the top, to be able to celebrate with
that says a lot. It's like when they say it's lonely at the top, that means you never were a good leader.
Yeah.
It's the people you're with.
You never put anyone on, you never grew with anyone.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyone up with you.
I was like, oh.
That could be a blessing and a curse, but it's more so like when I've heard a lot of people like, a lot of people do that. Like they do stuff alone and they'll tell you that. And then you kind of, as you hear them talk, their tone shifts to like, fuck, like I did that shit alone. Like I didn't do it with nobody. Their tone starts to get rougher. They start to be like longer pauses because it's emotional. Like, fuck, I didn't even have nobody. Like, I was that alone? Was I that pushy? Was I that? Have you ever noticed people switch up their tones when asked, what did you have to do alone? And they'll start to mellow out their answers. And it slowly starts to fade away. And you just start to wonder, damn, he probably didn't want it that way. You know? That's one thing that I've learned.
I learned something through scripture that said, I mean, we still talk about him, Jesus.
Yeah.
But who did he impact and was he alone? Disciples.
Yep. He was always with people.
And you see the journey, so if it's one thing I could get from that, it's like, okay, he was always around people and disciples.
Speaking about that, I have a question for you guys. You guys know about Bible verses and all that, right? What's been like a Bible verse or something that you read in the Bible or something that stuck to you? like recently? It could be recent.
I could
or
tell
it
you
could be
one
that's always been
still.
there.
I don't know. You want to go first on that? It's something that stuck to me that I've heard this, and it completely changed my life. I don't know if you guys ever gone through it where you feel some sort of resentment towards people. Or can I trust you? You talk about me, you backstab me, and we tend to always hold grudges.
Yeah.
Right? And that was me a lot. Until I heard when the Last Supper, and he said, Jesus said, one of you pretty much backstabbed me, turned me in. And then he broke it down. He said, you will still be able to still break bread.
Did he say that one of you will?
No, did.
Oh, did.
Did.
Oh,
I think he said that. Sergio quoted me on that. I think one of you will. He said, but yet he still broke bread. And Judas, we all know, right? It's the one that turned him in.
Yeah.
And then he says, some of you guys, a lot of people go and will stop talking. But what you guys don't know in the lesson is that he knew his purpose. He still kept talking. He still kept, you're my brother.
Regardless of anything.
He knew his purpose. And he asked a question that hit home to me, which is part of the scriptures, like, what's your purpose? Like, would you let one person that talks bad about you, would that stop you from actually continue talking to him? Because there's somebody behind that person that you could still bless.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And so you're just looking at the person in front of you, but you might need someone right behind him that needs help.
Yeah.
But because you're being selfish,
or resentful,
you just cursed the person behind it that was looking for light. And it hit me that day. I'm like, oh shoot. Like, who am I to stop talking to somebody because they talk bad about me? And I know we talked about the Yelp reviews.
Yeah.
And yet you hold this grudge against this person. Like, that person probably doesn't know any better. Let me be the example of being a better person.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my, when I read that and then I learned the lesson behind that, has changed my life completely. Because
that's
I'm not
powerful.
going to allow people to, and this guy knows somebody that would always talk bad about me. And I still will go up to them and, hey man, what's up man, how you been? And I will still talk to him. And people ask me, why do you still talk to him after everything he's done to or said about you? I said, man, who am I?
The facts. That's a big one right there. Who am I, right?
Who am I?
Exactly.
So
that's a
just
good
move forward
one.
with it.
Damn. You learn one every. That's why I'm asking because it's also like I do know some, but then I like to hear some, right?
I don't know.
Which one you got?
For me, I had to look at the actual verse. Proverbs 35:6. Do not rely on your understanding. For me, for a very long time, I was always wanting to understand faith. And it wasn't until I met Jesus was like, do not rely on your own understanding of it. You just have to be able to in fact, rely on faith itself.
Yeah.
And I had confused religion with faith for a very long time, where I grew up Catholic. And I had this kind of just bad relationship with the church, thinking like, oh, church, religion, and God. And it wasn't until being able to understand more of, again, trying to understand it, allowing myself to get away from understanding and simply building a relationship with faith and God.
Yeah.
I've always been very much more of a logical, trying to understand.
Yeah.
Who am I to be able to understand?
That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a big one. That one, a lot of people are like that. Cause you wanna know why. Like your curiosity wants to know why and how, but there's just certain things that you don't question. You just have to have faith in them. Yeah, exactly.
Those are the wonders of the world.
Yeah, literally.
What about yours?
I don't know it exactly. Like it's Galatians. I think it could be Galatians 6. I think I need to look it up, but I know some pieces by heart because I have Romans 8:18 tatted on me. There's another one I'm gonna get tatted on me is an Isaiah verse, but that one's I've been reading that one a lot. Like it's the same thing, it says the same thing every time, but you just reread it. But it talks about how like basically what it says is like the most richful thing in the life is the mind, the soul, the kindness, the gratitude, all these things. That is like the fruit of life. That is what the purpose is about. That is the best thing. But it says something when it breaks it down even more that it sticks with me because we're human. We can't nail everything at once, you miss something along the way, and then you get reminded, and it's up to you to determine whether you want to go back and fix it or not, right? So it's just basically, when it broke it down, it says it's not about being patient, and it's not about saying, hey, I've been patient. It's about how you act while you wait. And I'll always remember that, because it's like, how many times have we said, yeah, like I earned it, like, but did you really? How did you act how did you act in that process? Or like, we're like, yeah, like I waited all day for this. Like, but how did you act when you were waiting? Were you complaining? Were you bitching? Were you yelling? How did you act? You know, so it's like, I've taken that into like heart. We're like, damn, like, same thing about the, like, who you with and people, destination and all this stuff. Same thing, like, how are you being through the process?
Yeah.
What?
When they don't get what they want from you.
Yes.
You see their true character when things don't go their way.
Yeah.
Are they truly understanding, or are they just a front, or what is it? And if they no longer get what they want from you, then you become disposable to them.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a whole different topic.
That's a whole different rabbit hole right there. But it's true. Like, it's true. You do learn a lot from people, but same thing. Like,
And ourselves too.
yeah, and ourselves. That's what I'm saying. And yourself, like, you learn how to handle
When you
that.
take an L.
You know, I feel like I'm pretty sure you've met a lot of people. You meet a lot of people for sure. You as well, because houses. I meet a lot of people. Like, I get a lot of people in there, and I'm learning to meet a lot of people. But it's like, at the same time you're meeting a lot of people, you're also meeting more of yourself.
Oh, you get tested.
You way
100%.
tested, but you also learn, like, hey, like, I'm not that bad. Like, I can have all these conversations with people, and same people come every time. You'd be surprised how many people come to the gym, and for you, how many times have you had the same conversation with the same people? You might forget their name, but you remember who they are because you have a 5-10 minute conversation with people.
Yeah.
They just want to talk to you. The same thing for you at the office. Hey, what's up? Like, you know, they just want to talk to you.
You want a connection?
Connection, yeah. Same thing. Some people come to the store and they sit there and we just yap. We just talk. I'm making coffee and we're talking. And I'm just like, it's crazy. I'm to them somebody they can talk to. And I'm not seeking for what it is. But then you learn about yourself, like, damn, like, I'm not terrible. You know, like, I can't be that bad of a person. For someone to feel they can talk to me. You learn, like,
That was
hey,
a piece of shit.
You know what's interesting?
like, you wake up like, I'm a terrible person.
You know what's interesting? I get off the phone calls, and I turn around, look at my wife. She's like, no, you're still the husband out here. You're not gonna tell me what to do. I'm not gonna hear all your constantly. Nope, I know you too well, because it's interesting. We're someone maybe great to other people, but when you're home, you're still. I'm still true. Get back, go through the trash. Go through the trash out, and it's like, all right. But it's true what you're saying. It's you don't know who you're gonna be the light to.
You don't, and then you never know who's gonna be the light to you. Oh, it's crazy. That one too. Like,
life comes at you full circle, my man. It's
it does.
You'll be surprised on how. And you're 24. You're gonna go through that. And let me tell you, it's interesting when things turn around. Just today, I got an email, no, a text message, and then do I have to courtesy to you when I see you? I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And then I get the next message coming, and then they send me my flyer. I don't know where'd you get this from? I haven't even seen this flyer. And then she's like, you know, do I have to courtesy to you when I see you now? And I looked at the flyer and I just geeked out. You know, I'm speaking at the Century 21 convention.
Hey,
and
it's big.
Bro, the person that's the first speaker above me, I sat almost maybe 12 or 13 years ago. I sat in the room to go hear him speak.
That's great time.
I'm the biggest fan of that guy. Every time I go to the Century 21, I'll just be speaking. I gotta go in that room. I'll be the guy in the very back in the conventions, just taking notes. I have a scarf right now on my desk. If you go, it says Century 21. I was just always in the back because I don't like to be in front. And they gave me the scarf because they're like, hey, we noticed you participated. You're way in the back. And I get the flyer and to see my face right below his.
That's big.
I'm like, oh Lord. I'm like, woo. I'm like, hey, I called her right away. She's in the East Coast. Do you know the impact I feel being next to that man?
That's big time.
And my name next to his. And so that's like a full circle.
Full circle moment.
I went up to him in October or September. I said, hey Greg. I went up to him and said, hey Greg, my name's Jesus. Just letting you know, man, I sat in the back, I sat in your room, and just to know, get to know you, and I'm speaking at the Carolinas with you. and obviously the man doesn't know it. But that to me was a geeky moment.
No, yeah, I mean,
You're looking up to them.
yeah. And now you get to be at their same shoe. And who knows? Maybe in 10 years, someone's gonna be next to you and tell you the same thing.
Maybe,
that you
I
told
don't know.
Greg, you know.
But you thrive for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? What's someone you? Now we're on a topic of speakers. Like, who's someone you would like he mentioned, this is this guy that he'd have to go attend his sessions, his seminars of him speaking. Who's somebody that you would, even if they were alive or not, like who's someone you would go to go?
Interesting enough, that happened to me recently, last year.
You got to speak with some? Oh.
Well, and he helped me get that, make that happen.
Yeah.
So
That was
when I got hurt, lost my scholarship because I was playing golf through high school.
Oh, nice.
Golf, collegiate, high school collegiate. When I lost my scholarship, I was perdido. I was lost.
Yeah.
When I had that insurance office job at Paramount, and I made that decision to start improving my lifestyle, I was just on YouTube. Like I wanted to understand like how to become better, and I came across Brad Lee. And Bradley was, at the moment, he was doing a lot of content in how to dress better, how to speak better, just how to become a better gentleman. And he had this program called Lightspeed, where he said, hey, you guys want to level up? Join in. I'll give you guys modules on how to order a drink, like how to just be a man's man, how to be a gentleman.
Yeah.
And he had a podcast and a YouTube channel called Dropping Bombs, where he would interview other entrepreneurs and just get their story and their journey, their struggles, and how they were able to overcome their obstacles to become successful.
Yeah.
So I watched the podcast every time he dropped. He dropped the book. I got the book, and this past 2025 year, I was able to be on Dropping Bombs.
Damn.
Interviewed by him and his team.
That's crazy.
And so being able to go to Las Vegas with Jesus, with Sergio, that was a big moment for me.
That's big.
Yeah.
Congrats, sick.
That was
Yeah,
10 years
sick.
later.
That was dope.
I was 35. You're talking about 14 years, 15 years later.
Yeah.
So it was a huge moment for me to be able to be in that room and be interviewed by him.
That's sick. That's actually dope.
Yeah.
That's big time.
Yeah, when I seen him and he invited me, I was like, oh.
Dude, that's huge.
Well, he didn't know who it was.
I didn't know until I saw his face. I'm like, oh, that's him.
Yeah.
But I didn't know he was until he told me, because there's a story behind that. I still remember he came up to me. Did we go here? Or did we go here? We're at that crossroads, right? And I said, let's go for it.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's great, because at the same time, it's crazy because you're like, I can only imagine what it is you said to him off camera. The things you were saying, like, bro, you have no idea. Like,
Oh, that was long. He's the one that had lunch with us.
Yeah.
With just his schedule.
It was an amazing experience.
He's got a
bet.
lot of that footage.
yeah, no, I bet, because it's one of those, I've always said, like, there's gonna come a moment in life when you meet someone and they're like, they're famous, you know, they might be famous, but it's just like, for example, if I ran into Drake, I'll ask Drake for a photo. But then if I ran into one of my heroes, I don't even want a photo, I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk. Because damn, man, how much have you done for me? You have no idea. You changing lives,
That's how
bro.
when I met Les Brown. I went up to Les Brown, I'm like, I just looked him in the eye, and I said, yes, you don't understand, sir, how many times I've heard you.
Yeah.
You just changed my trajectory of the day.
Yeah, there's people
just,
like that.
You know, he's all energy.
And interesting enough, back in 2020, right when I was opening up that house, Preciado, what's his first name?
I know you're talking about.
I don't know if he still has it. It's called Driven, which is just a mastermind where he would bring in guest speakers, entrepreneurs wanting to just be put on game. He had this event, and because of COVID and everything was happening, he had a mastermind out in the hills in Beverly Hills. And the guest speaker was Bali. He spoke. I sat right in the front. And, right after, they had like a little cocktail hour.
Yeah.
And we just chopped it up a little bit, briefly.
Yeah.
He complimented because I was wearing a tight white shirt, polo, and he was like, "You work out, huh?" And that was it.
Yeah. You're like, damn, Bradley.
Yeah, and I was geeking out because I'm like, damn, like,
He recognized me.
I had read his book, like I'd seen his podcast.
Yeah.
But he was just a regular dude. And then being able to then sit in that podcast room in Vegas in his office.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I bet it's even more satisfying like when you meet your like someone who's like, you know, like, damn, bro, you changed my life, and then you meet them and you're like, damn, they're even level-headed too. Like they're really about what it is they say.
Yes.
Like that is even more of a like, because you never know. They always say, don't meet your heroes.
Don't
kinda
meet your
thing.
heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'd be disappointed.
You'd be disappointed, yeah. Unfortunately, I can never speak to who I would want to speak to, so it would never happen. Kobe, man.
Kobe?
I got that. That's
Really?
literally, bro. It's no joke.
Literally, I came to see his last game.
You did?
I came to the game when he announced his retirement, not knowing. I drove
I remember you told me you got the.
I drove down Fig, and I was back then we were just dating. I told my girlfriend, back then with my wife now, I was like, hey, let's go watch the Lakers. Went on, bought the tickets on the floor for $40 each, behind the court, like 12 rows up. We go to Marisco joint right here in Islos,
Yeah.
and the tickets won't upload. So I'm having a problem. I know they charged me, but I wouldn't receive the tickets. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Check Facebook, announces retirement. Reread it. I go back to the tickets. I'm like, the tickets didn't go through. And like 3 minutes later, my tickets come through. Those same tickets are probably now going for maybe $700.
Yeah.
What I didn't know is they were gonna hand out a letter. So we rushed back. They give us a letter. I don't know the letter. It was the Dear Kobe, Dear
Yeah.
Basketball letter. They handed that out.
Oh.
And so we got that on film on my old iPhone. And then when the last game, I was able to attend the game
Dude.
inside a suite.
Inside
There's
a
a
suite
whole
too?
story
Oh,
behind that.
damn. That's
And
crazy.
then
A lot of people were there too.
Then we attended the game where the jersey retirement.
Jersey retirement.
And then obviously, unfortunately, he passed away.
Yeah.
The jerseys.
The day he passed away, I had a soccer game. I would play academy, and we're playing, and then the ref just blew the whistle out of nowhere. Like it was like the 38th minute. We're like, what the hell? Just blew the whistle, and he just like the ref just like head down. He was just like, and then he called the coaches, came up and talked to him because he was like, oh, something happened to him, and the coaches ran there, and after that, I'm in the middle of the field. Like, what the hell's going on? You know, like, what the hell? It's a cloudy day too. It didn't even feel right. They felt weird as shit too.
It was a Saturday.
It was a Saturday.
It was Saturday.
Yeah, we were in Irvine. I was playing at UC Irvine. It was like I said, an academy game. It wasn't a college game, but we're playing, and then our coaches ran, and then after they talked, the coaches walked back. Oh shit! Something happened. It's the middle of the circle. Everyone's there. I was just fighting with the defender. I'm starting bugging him. Like,
You damn.
yeah, but that's someone I would want to talk to. Like, yeah, Kobe was a great basketball player. No, it's undeniable. This guy was insane.
I listened to that guy's, I don't know how many pod read his book.
Yes. It's who he was.
I was
you know?
actually hiking,
Oh, that day?
and I heard the chopper.
You know what's crazy? So where my academy practices, I think it was a couple hills that way where the plane crashed.
Sure.
Yeah. So going back to practice was tough. Yeah, but that's someone I would want to talk to.
I would have loved to pick this brain.
Yeah, it's interesting the way he thought.
Yeah.
I mean, the closest we would get to would be like Michael Jordan. Like, I'm a huge like Messi. I was gonna look for culture, which is like pop culture, which would be like musicians and athletes, as like who I would talk to, because that's who I've that's what I like resonated to my whole life.
It's Kobe, Jordan.
Kobe, I'm a huge Messi fan, but I only thing I would want to say to him is just thank you. That's about it. Like, thank you for what you've done, bro. Like you.
So you modeled.
Was he your favorite player?
Yeah, like a lot of people are gonna say, he's a Messi fan, Ronaldo. Like, whoever you go for, bro, they'll never play again. Yeah.
So,
Thank you. They'll never play again. Ronaldo will never play again one day, and it'll be sad. Like, he's a great player, but I'm a huge Messi fan because I'm like, bro, I no matter how many freaking highlights I would look at, bro, I can never play like him. No one could ever play like him. You could practice your whole life.
Yeah.
Some people just have it, bro.
And
Some just have it.
And I like Messi because he makes others look better.
Yeah.
So,
Fluid.
Yeah.
And he's never like, I've never seen him be like greedy. I've never seen him like flop. He gets hit hard, doesn't really, but this guy's mind is like, it's insane, but in terms of like what I would talk to because they're just vocal would be like Kobe, MJ.
MJ's one. For me, the creativity of Walt Disney.
Dude, that guy too.
That's
No, you know who I would
1%.
talk to? Whoever. I don't know if they're same. You know, I have to see. Like, I haven't done so much research, but whoever did Pixar with all the movies.
Yeah.
Because those, I'm not even lying to you. Like, this is no joke.
Oh, that's a whole. Yeah. I would say.
I would say thank you. Like that. Those movies, bro.
I love Walt. Yeah, it's Walt Disney for me.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre
Because
too.
he did so much to slow the music down in that jump in an era where everything was fast.
Yeah.
Slow the beat down and then their creativity to produce. And so for me at my office, I used to have a big Dr. Dre poster. And in my mind, I'm the coach, I'm the producer. I got to help other people put on the map.
Yeah.
So when I walk into I feel like I'm a Dre. In my mind.
Yeah.
And then Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson. Have you read his book, 11 Rings? Dude, I've read that.
Because
Dude, that
Phil
thing's
Jackson,
insane.
he has this aura where he's calm, but yet he coached so many egos.
He did.
Jordan, Rodman, Pippen, Shaq, Kobe.
Not everybody could do that.
And so for me, in my mind, I try to be one of those three people at some point in time during the day.
I can see it a lot because anytime you're in a room with Jesus, he's coaching you.
Yeah. Well, Drake did that a lot, like with artists. He put a lot of artists on. He put a lot of
Well,
artists
if you
on.
listen to the Chronic, he really isn't on the album. There's everyone else on the album, and it's just him. And for God's sake, JC's the guy that actually wrote that song, so it's him.
Yeah, very like the guy is a little controversial now, but at his peak, Kanye. I would love to speak to Kanye, man. Dude, I don't where his. You know, I want.
All right.
The new Kanye, the old Kanye.
Man,
I saw his performance with Drake. It was
sick. I bet. No, you have no, like. He said he has said two things that have stuck with me. One, that he said is like people expect crazy things and things that are out of the ordinary. Chances are it's gonna come from someone who's probably like that. Mm-hmm. Second thing he said is like it's not that you're not right, you're just not right now. And they always stick with me. Yeah. It's not that you're not right, you're just not right now. Those two things that he said, like, that's why I would ask him, like, where his mind was in those times. But unfortunately, I
don't know what answer to give you now.
That hits so hard. It's not. You're not right now because that can be anyone. All of us.
Yeah.
It's not your time, but guess what? It's through the journey that we talked about earlier. You better be putting in the work. You better be putting in the reps to become, to make sure that when the time comes, you're ready.
Exactly. And the whole point of it, when he broke it down, was just like, you could be doing things right, and it's not that you're not right. Like you're doing it, it's just not right now. That's not the time right now. So that one stuck with me a lot. That's someone, Travis Scott, favorite artist. I would talk to him. It's more of a mind you think because I'm. But dude, this guy's creative. Like this guy's his mind. Some people's minds are lost in a different. And people always like, this guy's fucking crazy. Yeah, how amazing is that?
In the memo verse.
Yeah, in the memo verse.
Yeah.
Brother.
Damn, we could go on and on and talk.
Yeah, no, but we'll wrap it up here, guys.
Yeah.
We'll be here the whole night.
We saw everything. We saw everything. You guys saw everything, huh?
No, I love it. No, but real quick, that's it. Like I said earlier, you're crushing it. Like,
thank you.
24 years old, multiple businesses, your health is on point, you have a relationship, amazing relationship with your family. I think a lot of kids, we worry about a lot of kids because I have a lot of young employees.
Yeah.
And I see them and I hear some of the conversations that are happening. I'm just like, damn, this generation is fucked. But then I sit down with a young man like yourself and I'm like, you know what? Maybe not so much. Not all of them.
No.
But no, on a serious note, I wish you the best.
Thank you, man.
Your endeavors, keep doing what you're doing, keep inspiring. And shit, I wish I could tell you more.
No, thank you. You guys too. Seriously, it's what you guys have done and what you guys do. Like, people take everything for what they want. I take it as in like good motivation, good people to be around. Like I learn from you guys as well. So what you do every day and what you post, I learn from. However it is that you talk to your team that day I went. I got on my truck and I was there for 15 minutes writing notes down. This is how I would want to run a team. So it just comes from like examples being placed in front of me and I'm taking full advantage of that. So thank you guys for real. Appreciate it.
Anything from us, obviously, con toda la confianza.
You gotta run it back when you get to a pro.
Yeah.
I get the full thing, I get the full thing.
All right, guys, that concludes the first Asaro Rebuild podcast here. Collaborations with Jesus here, local legends. Stay here for more. I had an opportunity to sit down with the Spine Gym young man and anyone that's really putting themselves in a position to learn, to grow, to inspire others, and to make a difference in these times. Thank you so much for joining us today.